But
I it's up. Y'all can get started with openings if you have any.
all right. So basically, the fetus is invading the mother's bodily integrity, and she has the right to end the violation.
Okay, so you say that she has the right to end the fetus. Am I correct?
Y- uh, yeah, because it's violating her.
I violating her. So okay, so let's talk about sex. So when the man, let's say they have consensual sex.
Sure.
Okay, so the man ejaculates inside the woman.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure the
Yeah.
both man and woman know what happens when they
Mm-hmm.
ejaculate, or when the man
Mm-hmm.
ejaculates inside the woman.
Yeah.
So how would it violate if she knew that this was going to happen?
Because she can revoke consent.
She what?
Sh- Okay, so are you basically saying that she consented to the pregnancy because she had sex?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right. Well, first, you're presupposing that consent to A is consent to all foreseeable risks of A. And even if I were to agree with that, she can just revoke consent.
So she could just kick the baby out, so, which is essentially saying.
Yeah, if she revokes consent, she can like end the violation however she wants, aka abortion.
Well, how is that right if when you kick the baby out or
Because
kick the fetus out?
the baby is violating the bodily integrity of the mother.
Okay, so you believe in bodily autonomy, right? Her body, her choice.
Bodily integrity.
Integrity. Can you define that?
Well, it's the unconsensual violation of the physical body.
Okay. But it really isn't a right to, kill a human life because this is human life. Okay, it has human DNA. It has human
Yeah,
brain.
I don't care
Uh-huh.
if it's human life. Okay, let me give you an analogy. Someone's raping me, right? He is invading my bodily integrity, right? And the only way to stop him from raping me is by killing him. It's totally okay to kill him in that scenario because he is invading my bodily integrity, right? So we can just apply that to a pregnancy.
Okay, but yeah, okay, so you don't care that it's human life. So, but it's
Uh,
still her body, her choice. Um, but how can it
I mean,
be?
I'm not really saying it's her body or choice, but
That's technically what it is. If
no.
it's
I'm saying it's violating her body and is using her bodily resources unconsensually, so she has the right to end it.
hold
If
on,
that's what you want to call my body, my choice, then sure.
unconsensually, even though she consented to sex in most cases in
Eh,
abortion.
Okay, okay, let's just agree that consent to A is consent to all foreseeable risks of A.
Okay,
Even if she did consent to it, she can revoke consent. So yeah,
I would agree, but then revoking consent would kill the child or kill the baby, kill the fetus.
that's the whole point.
I mean, no, because that's super wrong. I mean,
It's no, no. I gave you the justification for it. It's invading the bodily integrity of the mother.
it's invading, but does she die from it? Is she slowly suffering? Is she suffering? Is she dying?
Um, well, it is using her bodily resources, so she's not getting like any positive effects of it.
Oh, she's not getting any positive effects. So kind of like a parasite. No.
I guess you can call it a parasite.
Okay.
I don't really
Uh,
know though. How do you want to define parasite?
I mean, okay, so it's not a parasite because a parasite has to be a different species.
Okay,
Um,
sure.
but no, it's not a parasite. But really, it uses her body to grow and to become a baby or to become a human. Okay, because it really isn't a human personhood because um, in its first weeks, it doesn't.
Are you saying it doesn't have personhood?
At the beginning, no, like give it a take like 5, 6 weeks, 7 weeks.
Okay, sure. But it doesn't matter because like bodily integrity, I feel like is the strongest argument.
It's the strongest argument. I would agree, but then again, it's the flaw. It's okay. Well, it's hurting her body. It's using the resources, but it's using the resources for good for her because She did consent to sex because we agreed that on that.
I mean, I don't really agree with it, but
I mean, okay,
sure, for the sake of the argument, I'll agree
for the
with
sake of
it.
the argument, yeah, let's go like that. Um, but this is human life. This is going to become a human
Mhm.
being, a human person.
Well, it is a human person, I'd say. Well, it's a
Well,
human.
I mean, okay. Well, let me go be more specific. Just the human that walks around. But I mean, in this case, the fetus can't walk around. But with the bodily integrity argument, um, you're saying that, well, okay, well, this woman, it's using her resources, and therefore I have the right to abort it, or to kill it.
Oh, you have the right to end the violation.
You have the right to end
If
the violation.
aborting it is the way you
Yeah.
want to
Okay.
end the
So ending this
violation, then sure.
violation.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Wait. Hold on. Okay. But ending this violation ends the human life.
Yeah, in some cases.
Some cases. What do you mean?
Well, okay, for this, yeah, it does.
Yeah. Okay. I get that. I did a little bit of research. That in the 20th week, you can like take the fetus out of the woman, and it can still survive.
Okay.
Um, but with that case, the woman has to. Well, I'm guessing this woman has to pay for that fetus. Would you agree on that?
What do you mean the woman has to pay for the fetus?
So okay, so look, let me go pull up the article. Um, a fetus can survive early. Like you can take the fetus away. Like kind of like an early birth thing, but like really early.
Hmm.
Um, doctors could take away the fetus from the woman in early
Hmm.
stage of life,
Hmm.
and it could survive. But I'm guessing, I'll check this out. That the woman has to pay some sort of healthcare in order for it to survive.
Some sort of extra fee to take it out early.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, wait. Born at 23. The outlook for babies born at 22 to 23 weeks is not sunny, but it is improvising. In two multi-center studies published in 2015 to 2018, 38% of babies born at 22 weeks in intensive care survival to hospital discharge. For 23-week babies, the survival rate was as high as 55%. So this is not 100%. This is just um, 55%. It's still a majority, but not really 100%. Um, but even then, the woman could she's not going to die from this. She won't die from this.
Okay.
In some cases, okay, so in some cases with birth, she could die, and I guess I'm not really for banning abortion.
Hmm.
Not make it illegal. I mean, like limited it. Like in some cases, like didn't Poland do this, where they limited abortion?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, that's what I'm like, going for. Limiting abortion, not completely making it illegal, because the woman can die at birth, in some cases. So I mean, I would agree that limiting it, but really, in most cases, most of the percentage, the woman won't die from this. So even then, if it's quote unquote invading uh,
Hmm.
her body, she won't die from this, and she'll give birth to another life, another human life in this world. Um, and this human life could do some great things, do a lot of great things.
Okay. Eh, okay. So what was the wait? What was the whole point of that?
My whole point of that is
It's not going to kill her. Is that what you're trying to
it's
say?
yeah, so it's not really gonna kill her. So really, it's like okay, in most cases it
Okay.
won't kill her. That
Okay. Well,
4%.
if someone was raping me, I doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to die, but he's still invading my bodily integrity, and I can kill him if that's how I want to stop that violation.
You can kill him, the rapist, or you can kill the
I
fetus.
uh, I can kill the rapist if stopping the violation means killing him, then I can kill him morally. So I don't really care if it I don't really care if the mother is gonna die or not. It's still invading the mother's bodily integrity.
But
Like
that's kind of there's a flaw in that because well, it's still invading bodily integrity, but you're killing someone or you're killing the fetus
right.
that won't kill the mother.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
it's
I'm killing the fetus because the fetus is violating my bodily integrity and is using my bodily resources. I don't care if I die from it. That still doesn't matter. I'm still like getting violated. So I can
you're
stop the violation, and the only way to stop a violation in the pregnancy is abortions.
is
I
abortion.
think.
But yeah, okay, it's invading, but didn't you? We agreed to this. Well, for the sake of the argument, we agreed that it's consent.
Right. Consent to A is consent to all foreseeable risk of A. That means consenting to sex, and then later pregnancy is no different than consent to pregnancy, right? So you can still revoke consent, and then after you revoke consent, it's violating your body, and then you know.
You can kick the baby out, but in most cases, that baby is gonna die.
I'm aware.
Yeah, so that's like not right. It's not.
You're just going in circles. Like I'm
Yeah,
telling
I'm
you.
basically going to circles because we're going through this all over again because I say, well, it's not right, and you say, well, yeah, it's not right, but it's invading my property. But really,
No,
that
no,
doesn't.
I'm saying it's right to kill it. If that's how you want to end the violation, it's right.
It's right to kill it, but then again, this this won't really affect. I mean, it's gonna affect it, but it won't really kill it. And you're gonna say
You bringing up that it's not going to kill her doesn't matter because my argument still stands up.
your argument still stands up, but
Yeah. So try to give me another contention.
okay, wait, okay, repeat that.
Try to give me another contention.
A contention. Um, I'll think something on top of my head. Do you think hold on. Do you think the fetus is a part of the woman's body?
I don't think so.
No.
No.
So then it's
If
two
it's
separate.
invading her body though.
Yeah, it's two separate bodies, but then you're gonna bring up the body autonomy, integrity argument again.
Yep.
So is that your only stand? Oh, no, okay. Is that your only argument throughout this whole debate, or no?
That's my best argument.
That's the best argument. Okay. Okay. But where? Okay. So Roe v. Wade. So this is when abortion started.
Okay, sure.
It gave fetus or women's the right because it affects like bodily integrity. But then again, you're gonna say, well, it's violating me, but it's still not right though. Like that's really like.
Okay, give me an actual reason why it's not right.
Well, reason? Because you're killing human life.
Don't bring up the. It's
Okay, killing human life. All right. So you. I mean, that's really just the main premise.
We can move on to personhood if you want to concede bodily integrity.
I mean, personhood. Okay. So what do you
Wait,
think?
do you concede personhood?
Do I concede
I
personhood?
mean, do you concede the bodily integrity argument?
I mean, it's still. We're just gonna go back and forth, back and forth.
Well, no, we're going back and forth because you're not giving me a good reason.
Well, that's the greatest reason. You're killing human life.
You're appealing to emotion. You're saying it's still not right without giving me a valid reason.
It's still not right because this human life could do great things in life.
Okay, I don't care. What?
So then, okay. So,
if a rapist is raping me, right? He has the potential to become a millionaire and then end world hunger, right? He has the potential to do that, but I can still kill him because he's raping me. Potential doesn't matter. I don't care if it has the potential to do that.
But when
it also
you
has the potential to become the next Hitler. So you would be doing it a favor, but you don't know any of that for sure. So
okay. So So great people and becoming the next Hitler in America is extremely low. Extremely low. But okay, let's say there's an next Hitler.
Okay, how do you know that? How do you know it's extremely low?
Extremely low. So okay, so what was Hitler? A fascist? Hitler was a fascist. He killed millions of Jews.
Oh, okay, you're just giving me. Sure. Okay, but why is the person becoming the next Hitler? Why is the chances of that really low? Because
America will never become fascist. America will never ever become fascist.
Okay, how can you say that
how can I say that? Because
potential argument, you don't know that it has the potential to.
I mean, if you say, well, this fetus could go many around the world,
it has the potential to do a lot of good or bad things. We don't base it off of that.
Yeah, but if a murderer kills someone, that's not really going to affect society in a big way. A scientist can affect society in a big way. A scientist can discover many things.
Okay, so what? It's murder is still a bad thing.
A murderer is still a bad person. You're correct, but then again,
murdering for no reason is a bad thing. Yeah,
it's a bad thing. Yeah, but then again, this murderer won't affect society in a huge way. This won't affect like this really. It's gonna affect
Why should I care if it affects society or not?
well because why should you care about the effect of society? Because it's gonna affect you in a great way, and it's gonna affect many people in great ways.
I don't know this for sure, but I think you're appealing to popular. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, okay, define that.
Hold up. Appeal to. It concedes that a proposition must be true because most or many people believe it. I don't think. Yeah, never mind. We'll go on with what you're saying.
I was on you. What'd you say?
Go on with what you're saying.
Hold on, I couldn't hear you.
Go on with what you're saying.
Oh, I'm saying. So yeah, again, a murderer won't affect society in a huge way. A scientist could. A great politician could solve many cons in America, many cons throughout the whole world.
Okay, right.
So yeah, and if you're gonna bring up argument,
but murder is still bad, and that guy could become a bad guy.
yeah,
That baby has the potential to become a bad guy, right? And you're doing someone a favor by not letting it live because it has the potential to be a murderer. Do you see how flawed that reasoning is?
yeah, okay, but all right. And again, this
You
murder,
just said yeah. So,
wait. Let me go rephrase what I said. Okay, this baby can become a murderer, and another person will pay the cost. But then another baby that's part of the millions of aborted fetuses. Let's say this baby could become a huge thing because many people, many scientists, many politicians do great things in other countries or even around the whole world, in America too, could solve the poverty rate in America, could solve this and that. And there's been politicians that have been able to make America a really good country.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
wait, what's your point of bringing that up?
my point in bringing that up is again, a great person can have great change in society.
Okay, sure. Point.
So, yeah.
Well, how does that help your argument?
How does that help my argument? Because you
Yes.
said, well, this baby could become this and that, but then, well, you said an evil person. Then I said, well, an evil person won't affect society in a huge way. A scientist and a politician could, meaning that great people can have great changes in society.
Okay. Well, this guy could become a politician and then pass a bill that like affects like everyone that's black in America. Like that would be bad. It has a potential to do that.
Okay.
I don't care if it has a low or high potential. It still has the potential to do that. Do you see how flawed that argument is?
It's a potential, but doing that in America is extremely low because we've come a long way.
Like I don't care if it's a low potential or a high potential. It's still a potential. Do you see how bad that argument is?
But this potential is extremely low. We give it a 1.1%. You don't care
Okay,
that.
let me say this one more time.
Okay.
I don't care if it's low or high. It's still a potential.
You don't care if it's low or high. It's still potential. But
Right,
then what about
and you don't know if it's gonna be a bad thing. You know, if it's gonna be a bad potential.
I mean, of course, there's going to be bad people. Every day, man. We give birth. Women give birth every day, and of course, they're going to give birth to bad people. But there's good people.
Well, let me give you an analogy.
All right.
So I'm in a race with someone else, right? And I have the potential to win the race, right? Are you gonna treat me like the winner of that race before I even win it?
No, I'm not.
Right. So why would we do that with a fetus?
Why would I do it with the fetus?
Yes.
Because there's millions of fetus out there, and there's bound to be. There's bound to be. Okay. There's bound to be millions of great fetuses that become great people.
No, I'm talking about. Okay, this is the premise. Two consenting adults have sex. The mother doesn't want anymore, right? And that fetus. I'm talking about this fetus that the mother doesn't want anymore, right?
Mm-hmm.
Apply that logic to a fetus and why it doesn't work.
Repeat what you said.
Okay, this is the premise.
Okay.
Two consenting adults have sex, and then the mother doesn't want the baby anymore, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then let me give the analogy again. I'm in a race, and I have the potential to win a race, and you said you don't treat me like the winner of the race just because I have the potential of the race, right? Why can't I apply that fetus? Why can't I apply that logic to the fetus in the premise?
Because that's just one person out of the millions of people.
No, no,
Millions of
no,
fetus.
no, no. Yeah, I know, I know. I'm telling you, why can't I apply that logic to that one fetus?
To that one fetus.
Because I'm sure there's millions of races going on right now, just like how there's a million fetuses in the world. I don't care. Right? I'm talking about an individual level.
An individual level. Well, you can't individual level. You can believe that this person can become a great person, but you can't be like, okay, well, yeah, I'm gonna give this person the medal already, because I know that he's gonna win. No, you can believe that he can. That's what I'm saying. I'm not okay.
You can believe he has the potential to win, right?
Yeah.
And you
I
can
can
also
believe
believe the baby has a potential to become a Hitler, right? The next Hitler, right? I don't care if it's low or high. You can believe the baby has a potential to become the next Hitler, right? But you're not going to treat it like it's Hitler, right?
No.
Right. So why would you treat it why would you treat the fetus as if it's going to become a good thing when it could become a bad thing too?
When it could become a thing, because being the same person as Hitler, there's not going to be millions of Hitlers in America, is there?
Okay. I don't
No,
care.
but there is going to be millions of good people. So those good people will go over those bad people.
Substantiate that claim.
Okay. All right. So let's say, well, this fetus could become the next Hitler. I mean, this fetus could become a next Hitler, but will there be, and this is for sure, will there be millions of Hitlers in America?
Well, no.
No.
I don't.
Okay. Will there be millions of great scientists like there are today in America in the future?
In the future, I can't say that for sure.
I mean, if you look at behind, there's millions of scientists almost every decade, man.
Repeat that whole thing again. Repeat that whole thing.
Okay. So you believe, well, this fetus could become the next Hitler, and I'm saying, well, will there be millions?
Okay, so you're talking about one individual fetus, right?
I mean, I'm talking. Well, you're talking about it, but I'm answering your claim.
Okay. Talk about it as if it's one individual fetus.
Well, okay. Well, we can't know for certain that this.
No. This is the premise. Just it's one individual fetus.
It's one individual fetus.
Yes.
This fetus could become basically.
And then you were saying this one individual fetus could become the next Hitler, right? So then I'm assuming you're gonna say that one individual fetus could become the next like scientist or whatever, right?
Yeah, but this is my whole point. My whole point is, okay, there isn't going to be a million Hitlers in America. There is, however, going to be millions of great people like scientists and politicians in America.
Okay, I don't care. Yeah, you see how the potential argument is flawed?
How is it flawed?
Because okay, say that thing again, and then I'll tell you.
Okay. So there's a potential to become one Hitler, okay? But there is not going to be millions of Hitlers. There is, however, going to become millions of good people like a scientist or a politician. Now,
okay, first off, you know, one Hitler is going to do a lot of like bad things, and like that doesn't matter. What the hell? You saw what Hitler did?
He did millions of great things. Like he did atrocities, man. Atrocities.
Yeah, he did a lot of bad things. So like, it doesn't matter if it's a million.
Yeah, but okay. Mm-hmm. But America will never become fascist. America will never become fascist.
This is just going like circular. Like that, I'm saying potential doesn't matter, and then you're saying, well, they have the potential to do blah 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 blah, and then I'm saying potential.
Okay, let me go clear my point. My point is.
So we're getting a little bit circular in this debate. So I kind of want to reset this back to the personhood debate. We're getting off topic to like Hitler and stuff. Can both the people debating restate their value statements on why they don't value the fetus or why we ought to value the fetus?
Okay. Well, I'm not really good in personhood, so let me ask you a question. What makes a pig less valuable than a human?
Will the pig become a scientist?
Characteristics.
Okay, all right. Characteristics.
No, I'm talking about like an already born human, not a fetus. Like what makes a pig more valuable than an already born like 13-year-old human?
What makes the pig isn't gonna be okay. The pig won't become anything. This has become what, millions of years, billions of years. Oh, not billions, but let's say millions of years. Pigs have been here on this earth, And has a pig ever done something as a human?
Bro, what?
Okay, you're saying, well, okay, all right, repeat what you said.
Okay, well, give me a characteristic that makes pigs less valuable than humans.
Intelligence.
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 How do you want to define intelligence?
Intelligence. I don't know, man. IQ, man.
IQ.
What the logic in the pig? Can the pig talk in human and languages?
Okay,
can
so
oink, oink, oink.
capacity to communicate.
Uh-huh.
That okay? Would you agree that's a characteristic that makes humans more valuable? The capacity to communicate.
Yeah.
Okay, how can that be applicable to the fetus?
Because will the fetus communicate?
What?
Will
The fetus can communicate?
no. Will the fetus communicate in future?
Oh, this is a potential argument, bro.
Oh my
Bro,
God. Okay. Okay. Well, what this fetus? Okay, this fetus because it's growing. This is life. It's growing. You can't just be like, well, okay. This is it's in its 6th week. No. It's unvaluable. Well, bro, you gotta give it a chance, bro. That's basically the whole abortion argument. The
I
whole
have
life.
to give it a chance.
Yeah.
Okay, but I could literally just say the same thing. Okay, a rapist is raping me. He has a chance to become like a great like millionaire, right? I don't care. I can still kill him if that's the only way to stop the raping. Like I don't care. Just because he has the potential to do great things doesn't mean I can't still kill him in that moment he's raping me. Like, bro.
Okay, but
Okay, now give me a contention with that because it's like applicable for both scenarios. So give me a contention with the thing I just said.
Okay. Well, first off, I just want to make my point clear. The point that I'm making here is that the good will overcome the bad.
That the what?
That the good will overcome the bad. That's my point. The good will overcome the bad.
The gun will overcome the back.
The good will overcome the bad.
That's just an opinion.
That's an opinion?
Yeah, you're just appealing to emotion.
Okay. All right. I can prove this. Okay. How many scientists are there in America?
How many? I don't know.
All right. How many? Okay, you don't know, but there's many scientists. Would you agree that there's more than 100,000?
Sure.
Okay. All right. How many politicians do you think are in America?
I don't know.
Would you agree that there's more than, let's say 1,000?
Sure.
Okay. How many murderers are there in America?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. So, would you agree? Well, okay. I just had a big part. But if you search up how many scientists, how many good people are there in America, like scientists or good jobs, engineers, doctors, are there? And if you search up how many murderers are there, how many robbers are there, how many criminals are there? That's my whole point. There's more good people, and in America.
Okay, so that's what you mean by there's more that good will overcome the bad.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, I don't think politicians are good. I don't think scientists are good. I think they're evil.
Scientists are not
I
good?
think scientists are evil. I think they're bad. I think politicians are also bad. I think doctors are also bad. I think they're evil.
So, okay, you think that a person saving another person's life is evil?
Yes.
You do? You really think you do?
Yes. Yes.
You think that?
Okay, bro, this is getting off track again. We are talking about the substance of the fetus and like not the externalities of the futures of the fetus. Like we're talking about the actual substance of the fetus and what gives it value. Not like if it become a fucking scientist, bro.
I mean, okay, yeah.
Okay, wait. So are you saying no potential argument?
What?
Are you no Mason? Are you saying
you can make a potentiality of this, like the capacity of the fetus to like actualize essential traits, but not like being a scientist is an essential trait. I'm sorry if I seem biased, but that's just subjectively unsure.
Yeah, okay, but you can't really judge someone off their first week in life, their 5th week in life. You can't really do that. Couldn't even do anything, so you can't just judge it off like, okay, just kill it. Who cares? Like you can't judge it.
Okay. That doesn't matter. Give me a characteristic. Give me a thing that makes you think life is valuable, or that makes you think me as a human is more valuable than a pig.
That you are human or more valuable than a pig?
Yeah, give me a characteristic or a trait.
Can you solve math equations?
Sure.
Can a pig solve math equations?
Um, Actually, I don't know some smart pigs,
I mean,
but
all right.
generally speaking, I'd say no.
No. All right. Um, can a pig become a doctor? Okay. All right. All right.
Wait, wait, wait,
I
wait.
want you to put this argument. Okay.
What trait or characteristic makes those humans be able to become doctors or do math equations?
Repeat that.
What traits or characteristics makes those humans be able to do those things, like solve math equations or stuff like that? Like
The
what
brain,
characteristic makes them
the
able to do
intelligence,
those?
IQ, intelligence, knowledge.
Intelligence, IQ. Okay, right. A fetus at that current moment does not have that. Does not have those things that would make someone valuable. So I can kill it. I don't care if it
Yeah.
has
Let
the
me. All
potential.
right. Yeah. Let me
I
go to
don't care
woman's
if it has the
body.
potential to do it. I can still kill it at that current moment.
Yeah. Let me go. Let me go inside the woman's body and teach it. Yo, what's 2 + 2? Let me go do that. You can't do that. Like you can't do that. Like what? No, you can't.
Yeah,
You
I
can't.
know I can't do that.
Yes, you can't
Okay,
do
I
that.
don't care what.
But you, but
It
you,
doesn't have those it doesn't have those traits you're saying, right? It doesn't have intelligence. I think that's what he said, right? The fetus doesn't have
Mhm.
intelligence, so I can kill it morally since it has no value.
Yeah. Okay. But this is just the beginning of life, though.
What?
This is the beginning of life. Okay. And the fetus does have brainwaves and
Okay,
let me-
let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Um, like right after conception, I don't know. I think I don't know what it is right after conception, right? But like the sperm and the egg together, right? And
Uh-huh.
okay, the moment after conception, the thing that's gonna turn into a fetus, right?
Okay.
Would you give that? Would you give the potential of that thing more valuable than like a 13-year-old?
No, I won't.
Why?
Well, because if I were to kill the 13-year-old, well, shit, this 13-year-old, I would
Oh,
say,
wait, okay. Let me rephrase this question.
okay,
Okay, let's take a fetus at like 2 weeks. All right.
all right.
Would you value the potential of that fetus more than more than the 13-year-old at his current like capacity or
Oh,
whatever?
okay. At its current capacity, I mean, no, I would value the 13-year-old more, but it's still bad to kill both of them. But with the 13-year-old, it's more.
Okay, why would you kill a 13-year-old? I mean, what? Wait, do you want to kill the 13-year-old?
No,
Which
no. Okay, well, if I had to choose,
Uh huh.
because I mean, it's gonna the
Yes,
abortion,
yes.
you're gonna kill
Okay,
the fetus.
okay. Whatever. Who would you choose?
I mean, who I'd choose, I would get the 13-year-old.
Okay, right. Why?
Why?
Yes.
Because the 13-year-old already has life. I mean, yeah. Oh, no. This 13-year-old already got out of the womb, and this
Got out of the
13-year-old,
womb. Is that
yeah.
what you? Is that what gives value to humans?
Um, not it gives value. Yeah, yeah. Go for it. Yeah, it
Okay,
gives
it gives
value.
value. Bro, I can't, a fetus isn't out of the womb. It doesn't have value. Then what?
Okay, yeah, I know. Yeah, it sounded pretty far fetched, but like, dude, this is the beginning of life. This is the
Yeah, but no, I'm saying, but the fetus has the potential to do that thing, right? So would you
uh
value the
huh.
potential of the fetus more than the current capacity of the like 13-year-old?
They both have potential because the 13-year-old can't really become a
No,
doctor
no,
at
no,
that
no.
age. Yeah, okay,
I'm
but
talking about the potential to
uh-huh.
wait. What trait did you say? To get out of the womb?
Intelligence,
Intelligence.
intelligence.
Okay, right. So
Okay.
would you value the potential of that fetus to get intelligence more than the 13-year-old already having intelligence?
Repeat that.
Would you give the fetus, which has the potential to get intelligence, more value than a 13-year-old with intelligence?
No.
Okay, why?
Because the 13-year-old already has it. Okay, he already has the ability to have intelligence. I mean, has to expand intelligence.
Right. So
Uh
in
huh.
this case, the fetus does not have intelligence, right? So in this
Uh,
case, comparing them side to side, the fetus would be a little less valuable than the 13-year-old, right?
yes, a little less valuable. You're
Yes,
correct.
and I'm saying that's why the fetus has no value. That's why you can kill the fetus.
but you can't compare the beginning of life to something that's already become. Oh, not
Bro,
you
I
have
just did that, and then you answered the
to,
question.
the reason why I answered it because I didn't want to become that dick. I'm just saying you can't really compare something that's that's beginning life. You can't compare a day old fetus, which is sort of cell, to a
I'm
13-year-old.
not comparing the day old fetus. I'm comparing the
Okay,
potential
let's say
the day
what
old fetus
a 10
has.
week year old fetus, a
What?
13-year-old weak fetus.
Okay, I don't. Okay, sure, I don't care. Like, okay, whatever. Before that fetus has intelligence, right?
Mhm.
Before the fetus has intelligence, would you value the potential of the fetus to have intelligence more than the guy who already has intelligence? You said no because the guy has intelligence, right? It has
Yes.
intelligence in his current capacity, and I'm saying that's why the fetus doesn't have personhood or whatever.
Yes, but okay, and I mean, I'm
This is
basically
really
just
silly.
going in circles again. We're basically going in circles again, like again and again and again. You can't compare the beginning of life or a 13-year-old, 13-week old fetus to a 13-year-old or a fetus that's what
Okay,
25 weeks to
so
20 weeks.
do you value potential?
Do I value potential? To
Yeah.
some sort of case, yeah.
Okay, so let's say in this thought experiment, this society,
Uh huh.
right? This every fetus ever, right, has
Mhm.
the potential, has a 70% potential to become a rapist, right?
Okay.
Right. And rapists are bad. Would you agree?
Of course, you're bad. Yeah.
Okay, right. So in that society, would you value potential then?
No, because if I know that most of them are going to become rapists, then no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Right. Okay, but in our society, we don't know what that thing's gonna become. So why
Yes.
value it?
I value it because well, social media we were taught that rapists are bad. Okay, yeah, we're taught that rapists are bad, and but they're still going to be rapists. Yeah, they're still going to be rapists, but we're taught that rapists are bad. Okay,
Sure.
but if we as humans knew that most of fetuses will become rapists,
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, I mean abort it. But we don't know, and this is going to be, this is very very um, that's very very far fetched or
Right. Okay.
not
So
far
so
fetched.
you're saying if it has bad traits, then it's okay to abort it, since it has a potential to have a
If it's
bad
gonna
trait.
do
I mean,
something very 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 evil, then yeah, abort it.
okay.
If you know,
Right.
if you know,
Okay. In our society, we don't know if any of that's gonna happen.
yes, you don't know
Right.
any that's gonna happen.
Okay. Wait, what was I gonna say? Okay, so we don't know if any of that's gonna happen. So why value the potential if we don't know what the potential is gonna be? It's safer to
Because
just not value it then.
it's common sense that 70% of fetuses in America that won't that are gonna be born won't become rapists. It's
That's
common
not what I'm
sense.
saying. That's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
We don't know. We don't know what the potential the fetus has, right? So it's safer to not value it because I'm sure we can agree like being the next Hitler is worse than like being
Yes.
a scientist,
Yes, it is.
right? So it would be safer to just not value the potential of it, right? Because we don't know what it has a potential to become.
Okay, so I just want all right, I want to say this. We're going back to this. We're going in circles. We keep on going in circles. The mod just stopped us 2 times for this potential debate, and that
Mm-hmm.
we've said this all again and again and again, and it's going to be common ground that we're never going to agree because we've already gone through this multiple times, and the moderator has already stopped us 2 times to talk about the other things in a fetus.
Okay, okay. Then
But
then
okay,
give me a characteristic that gives life value that can be applicable to the fetus that you think can be applicable to the fetus.
so I think applicable to the fetus.
Yes.
Um, it has some sort of knowledge, but I won't say that. I'd say
Or
potential.
do you think there are traits
Uh,
that can be applicable to a fetus?
to a fetus in what
Or
trimester? Though?
do you think it, do you just base it off of potential?
Okay, no, but what trimester?
What?
What trimester?
Oh, I don't know. I don't care.
Because if we're gonna go by the first trimester, then it's like, well, I mean, what?
When do most abortions happen? The first trimester?
Most abortions happen. I mean, in the 20
Yeah,
to 24 weeks in the
trimester.
state of Texas. I mean, in this most states. But all right, hold up.
Okay, just do first trimester.
Okay, first trimester. Um, First trimester is the 13th week, the 13th week to the 20. The first trimester is from the week 1 to the end of week 12. Okay, the week 1 to the end of week 12. In most states, and the lowest you can have an abortion is at the week of 16 years old.
Sure.
Okay, and in most states it's 20 to 26 weeks. Okay, we can't. Why are we gonna compare the beginning of life? This is the beginning. This is the beginning of something. The first week to the 12th week. This is the beginning of something. Why are we gonna compare that? Why are we gonna give this value? Because it can't really do anything. You know.
Oh, wait,
can't
did you
really-
just say why we're gonna give a value?
No, I rephrased my statement.
Okay.
Yeah, I rephrased my statement. Okay. This fetus can't do anything in its first week to its 12th week. Do you agree?
Wait, what?
This fetus can't do anything in its first week to its 12th week. Do you
What do you
agree?
mean by it can't do anything?
What can it do? All right, it can't do anything. We're agreeing on this statement. Right? The first week to the 12th week, it can't do anything because it's the beginning of life. Do you agree?
Okay. Sure.
Okay, sure. All right, it's the beginning of life.
Mhm.
Why are we gonna compare this to things that have already experienced, or that are in the middle of life, that are at the end of life, or what? Yeah, are in the middle of the end of life. Why are we gonna
Yeah,
compare this?
Exactly. That's why we shouldn't value the beginning of the life, as you call it.
Yes, okay, but dude, this is the big. I completely agree with you. We shouldn't value the beginning of human life. If I had to choose between,
Bro, okay, wait. If you agree with that, what the hell? Then
no,
slow down.
because look, all right, watch what I'm gonna say. All right, if it's a fetus that in its 6th week and a 13-year-old, I would choose a 13-year-old.
Why?
Okay, why?
Yes.
Because the 13-year-old is already doing things in life.
Okay. Wait. Are you going back to the thought experiment I proposed?
The thought experiment.
Yeah.
Explain that.
Well, the thing I said about would you give the baby with the potential to have intelligence more value than the 13-year-old with intelligence?
No, I wouldn't. No.
Okay, wait. So you weren't talking. Okay, go on with whatever you're saying.
Okay. Yeah, but again, you say, well, we can't really give it value. But this is the beginning. But it's really not fair, bro. Like this is the beginning of life. Of course it's not going to do anything because it's the beginning of life. It's barely starting. You know, you won't tell an adult that's or like a 18-year-old that's studying for in medical school to, hey, go do this, go do a surgery. Well, I can't really because I don't really have the knowledge to do this. You know, I haven't really started in this. I'm not gonna become a surgeon right now at the age of 18 because I don't know this. You're telling, it's basically the same thing, man. This is starting. It's just starting. You can't compare anything to something that's already started. That's already after started. You know, it's in the middle of its life. A prime of its life. This is the beginning. You can't compare this to that because it just started. It's not fair.
Okay, you're saying all of okay. What are you trying to say with this?
What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say you can't really compare. You can't really.
What was that analogy you gave me with the study?
The analogy I gave me with the medical student. So this medical student.
All right, talk slower.
Okay. All right. Let me go talk to her. This medical student at the age of 18 years old is in medical school. I'm not just gonna say, "Oh, you're a medical student. You just started. Okay, go do a surgery right now." Well, it can't do that, right? Because it just started at medical school. So it's like, oh, you can't compare it to that. You can't use that medical student.
So you're saying You're saying we shouldn't value that medical student as if it's a surgeon, right? Just because it has the potential to become a surgeon, right? That's literally what you're saying.
It has the potential to become one, but it's not
right. But you're saying, you literally said, you wouldn't tell the medical student to go do the surgery, right? Just because it has the potential to do the surgery. You literally, okay, bro.
I want to wait. Okay, I want to wait for the medical student.
You said you wouldn't tell that medical student to go do a surgery because it's not a surgeon yet, right? But it
Yes,
has the
got a surgeon.
potential to become a surgeon, right? So according to your logic, just because it has the potential to be a surgeon, you should treat it as a surgeon, right? But
But I'm
obviously
not gonna.
that's
I'm
flawed.
not gonna. Okay, I'm not gonna kick that surgeon student out for not knowing this. It just started. It's learning. I'm not gonna kick him out of medical school. I'm not gonna do that. It started. I would tell him once he gets his degree on this, his bachelor's degree. Well, once he finishes medical school, oh, okay. Well, I mean, you know a lot about this, so yeah, go do a go perform a surgery. I'm not gonna kick the students out in its first week, in its in its 20th week medical in its
Okay,
beginning
okay, okay.
because
Well,
it just
okay.
started.
So are you saying we should value stuff based off the potential?
Should we value stuff based on the potential? Sort of.
So okay, what do you mean sort of? So are you saying in
Because
some
oh,
scenarios it's applied, but in other scenarios it shouldn't?
actually no, I think I would have said yes. I agree with you.
Okay, so you should value stuff off the potential, right? Or you
Oh
should.
yeah.
I mean, okay, no, let me rephrase it. You should treat someone or something based off their potential, right? So the fetus has the potential to become like a full-grown human, so we should
Mhm.
treat it as such, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so you agree with what I said?
Oh yeah.
Okay, a medical student has the potential to become a surgeon. Are you going to treat it as a surgeon, yes or no?
No, I'm not.
Okay, there you go. You
However,
just
okay. I'm gonna wait.
contradicted yourself. Okay,
Yeah,
give me a contention with the analogy I just gave you.
well, this analogy. I'm gonna wait for this surgeon, for this medical student to become a surgeon. I'm gonna wait for him to become a doctor. Okay. I'm not. Again,
No,
I'm
no,
basically gonna say it
give
again.
me a contention with the thing I just said. Why do you think we shouldn't value someone, or why do you think we shouldn't value the medical student as a surgeon, even though he has the potential to become a surgeon?
Because can this medical student perform surgeries?
No.
No, it can't. However, I'm not kicking that medical student out of medical school. I'm not doing that because it's gonna become a surgeon. It's gonna become a surgeon. I'm not gonna kick him out. I'm not gonna deny
Right,
his
you're
chance
not
of
gonna kick
becoming
him
this.
out because he's not acting like a surgeon, because he has the potential to, right? That's what you're saying. We're not gonna kick him out because he's not acting like a surgeon, right? That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah, I'm not gonna kick him out because I mean, he's not acting like a surgeon, and that's
No,
not the reason
we're
why I'm
not
gonna kick him
kicking
out.
him out because he's not a surgeon, even though we're treating him as a surgeon
Okay.
because he has the potential to become a surgeon, right? That's what you're saying.
Okay. Yeah.
Bro, I can say that about a fetus, dog. What?
Okay, bro. Okay, bro. Okay, but you have to understand this. Um, I'm not. We're not kicking him out because he's not a surgeon. We agree on that, right? We're not kicking him out because he's a surgeon. We're going back and forth on this shit, but okay. This we can't. What I'm trying to say is we can't base something off at its beginning of life or at its beginning of chance. Okay, this surgeon, so he has the chance, has a big chance, to become.
Okay. We shouldn't base something off the beginning.
Yes, we shouldn't. We
Okay.
shouldn't.
Okay. So in this case, in this premise, the beginning is him being in medical school or being a medical student, right? And for the
Yes.
fetus, the beginning would be being a fetus, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then go on with what you're saying. You shouldn't treat someone based off whatever you're saying.
Yeah, we shouldn't go based. We shouldn't treat a fetus as a human, or as a human person. You know.
Yeah,
or,
I agree.
Yeah, we shouldn't. Okay.
Yeah, we shouldn't treat a
Just like
fetus
how
as
we
a
shouldn't treat a medical student as a surgeon.
Yeah, I totally agree. That's why it's
Yes.
bro. Do you not
Yes.
see how you're am I just
How am I contradicting myself? I'm gonna wait for this medical student. I'm saying this again. I don't know if you're knowing this. I'm gonna wait for this medical student to become a surgeon in order to do surgery. Okay, I'm gonna in that with the same logic with the fetus. I'm gonna wait for this fetus to become a human to do things in life.
Yeah, most people do that, and most people who do that aren't pro-abortion or don't want abortions. But I'm talking
Okay.
about in scenarios where people do want the abortion at that moment. They're not gonna wait. What the hell?
They're not gonna wait. Well, why aren't they gonna wait? Because why aren't they gonna wait?
Because it's invading their bodily integrity at that moment. But if you wait, it's not gonna. But at that moment, they are. right? We could say the same thing about rape. At that moment, the rapist is gonna rape you, so it doesn't matter. You shouldn't like resist. He's gonna stop raping you eventually, right? But that logic is like flawed.
Yeah, okay, it's invading the woman's body. We're going back to the bodily autonomy, body integrity argument.
Not really, but
Um,
sure.
yeah, but with you already, if you're gonna abort the fetus because it's invading my bodily autonomy, but I'm not gonna die from this. I'm not gonna die from this fetus.
Okay,
Focus
I'm
on
not
time.
gonna die from a rapist raping me, but I can still stop the invasion, just like
Uh,
how the mother can still stop the invasion. Like
you can stop the
my
invasion.
argument is like still holds up, knowing that like I don't care. Like it doesn't matter in the case of my argument.
So okay, you don't care. Okay. But with this
I don't
rapist,
care because it doesn't affect my argument.
it doesn't affect your argument.
No, because my argument it still holds up.
All right, we're gonna do some closing statements because it's getting quite circular. We're getting to the same argument that we had in the beginning. So we're gonna let Socialist get the first closing statement, and then we'll let the other guy.
Okay, so basically, for my closing statement, I always value bodily integrity and autonomy because you should always be able to do what you want with your body. Yeah.
For my close, I go. Okay. From my end, for my closing statement, I value human life, and killing human life is not, it's not right. Yeah, it's not right to kill human life.
All right. Thank you for both participants coming out today to debate. Very civil discussion.